this is my artifact speech. To start off, the artifact is this. This is my resident assistant badge. A resident assistant, as most college students know, is someone that watches over the dorms or residence halls. Now, UCF doesn't actually have any dorms on campus because dorms imply communal bathrooms. And since there are no communal bathrooms on campus, we have residence halls, which could vary from apartments to suite rooms. Either way, I'm the one who takes care of them. My job entails making sure all the residents are safe in my building, in my community, anywhere on campus. I have to make sure there's no crazy partying, there's no alcohol being thrown about, no fires being lit. I have to make sure there's nobody hiding a dog, hiding a gerbil, hiding a snake. I go through the rooms and check to make sure that everything's working, that there's no holes in the walls, that the washing machines are working over at Pegasus Landing. Sometimes I get called to plunge a toilet or two. Those are always the fun ones. Mostly, I'm the one to make sure that the residents are happy and safe. Sometimes I can't make them too happy, but sometimes I do my best. I have gone through a few roommate mediations, which means a few of the roommates are fighting, they're not getting along, and I'm the impartial voice that makes sure that everyone gets things said without calling each other so-and-so, poop face, something like that. I also am the one that is the bridge between housing and the residents. And I make sure the residents' voice is heard and that housing can fix things when they need to be fixed. Usually that means I call maintenance to fix overflowing toilets, broken fridges, air conditioners. They break a lot in the summer. And sometimes washing machines. The way I got my job, there was a long drawn-out process that lasted most of my freshman year. It started early in my freshman year. A friend of mine said, "Oh, hey, you want to go to an informational meeting?" I said no, but he brought me anyways. And I got to hear all about the fun and exciting life of resident assistants. I got to hear about how they get paid minimum wage and they get to be in the office all the time and they get to listen to people complain with a smile on their face. I wasn't really sure I was cut out for it, but I thought I'd try out because why not? I like to help people. I like to make sure that people feel good. So I sent in a letter of intent, which was me saying, I want to be an RA, this is why. I also wanted to send in a resume, but all I had was my theater one. So I took out a few acting roles and I put in a few leadership roles. I got an email back about 3 weeks after that saying, you got an interview. I thought that was great. I called my mom, I called my friend saying, oh, I got an interview. My mom said, don't you have blue hair right now? So I realized maybe I should change that. But I kind of forgot to. So I went to the interview and I walk in and the first thing they say is, well, you look diverse. And apparently for resident assistants, that's what you need to be. You really need to be diverse. You need to learn to handle totally different people. Maybe someone that's never been to America, this is the first time, they've never heard a word of English. Never had any residents like that, but I think I'm prepared to handle them. After that first interview, I had my second interview. There were a couple of rounds of interviews. I got past through all of them. I finally got the letter telling me what happens. I opened the letter and it says, we're sorry to say you don't get the job. I got the job over the summer, but not in the fall. But then later, I got another letter saying I got a job over the fall. So it all works out. Significance. My job is very significant. First off, it's my first job. I've never had a job before. I've raked leaves, I've mowed the lawn, but I've never actually worked with a boss. Now, I have a boss, I have coworkers, I have rules, I have all those things I need to follow, just like any job. Lots of life experience. That is what this job mainly comes with. A lot of people think it's just you're watching over people, making sure people don't have crazy amounts of fun. Really, a lot of it just involves me sitting in the office, taking calls from people whenever they need help. So it's a lot of experience. I get to talk to a lot of different people. I get to deal with a lot of different people's problems. And so I really think that it's a great starting job because it's not too hard. The people that are around help you a lot, and they make sure that you get all the training you need. And finally, what this really means to me whenever I see it, it makes me think of the people I work with, the people I've met, everything that's come with it, and basically I've made a new family, I found a new home. UCF, I got this job to help freshmen find a new home at UCF, and really it's made a new home for me at UCF.